Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad, we really just need to take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can follow me on all social media at DocSimmons17. We're starting out pretty bare bones right now. I just have the most loveliest of gentlemen with me today. I'll go ahead and give him the hot tag. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. It's Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media brands at Z Hendricks brand. And of course, if you love me and Doc together as much as we love each other together, you can find us on social medias at Country Air Official for the Facebook and Instagram. Look us up on the Twitter at Country Air Brand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we will have it'll probably be a shorter show because it's just me and Zach shoot the shit back and forth. But we had a fun-filled wrestling weekend. Since we don't have Perch, I will do the banger of the week. And the banger of the week is not just one song, it is an album, the new Big Crit album, A Style Not Free. If I had to choose one song from it, it will be Screw It. Nice little freaky love ballad, super nasty, the way I like it. Just about a man slapping meat.
Big men slapping meat.
Yep. And Crit is a big man, likes to drink, big man that likes to slap some meat.
Is that a preview? Is that a song? Should that just be the song for the weekend?
Probably not. I mean, we can make sweet love to each other, but I'm sure our females will not be happy with it.
I was talking about the weekend post, but yeah, we'll figure that out. That's not. We're not foreshadowing nothing, ladies and gentlemen.
No. There is some other songs on here that we can use for the weekend post. But
for those who wondered, I make the graphic for the weekend post, and Doc is the music man.
Yeah.
Except like maybe once in a blue moon, I get to pick a song.
But you can pick a song whatever you want. It's usually dependent on how fast I text back.
Yes. I'm very impatient sometimes.
No, hey, I get it. And I be working, and that shit sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of working,
let's
talk about our weekend.
Let's talk about the work we put in this weekend. And it was a fun weekend.
Oh, yeah, definitely a good weekend. Like, one of those you don't know what to expect. And then it all came through, and you sit there and like, might have been one of the first weekends I went home where I wasn't pissed off at myself. So. Like
it is.
Will once I see the matches. Like, I'm actually kind of upset about a cool spot I had. We'll talk about it. But like when I watched, I was like, damn, I need to start fully committing and like forget about if I'm gonna get hurt or not and just do it.
Yeah. That was another thing at my training job today with people. Like, yeah, just have confidence. Don't worry about hurting yourself.
Yeah. I feel like I've like lost a lot of confidence in crazy stuff I've done ever since like the ankle injury. Like that's like I need to get that blockage out of my head.
No, yeah, when you realize you got a chink in the armor, it's a little rough to stroll into battle as confident as before.
It's hard to go slap meat with other men when you have a weak ankle.
Yeah. Men don't like weak ankles. But let's talk about Friday. We made the trip to RCCW out in Western. It was in La Crosse this time. It was at the La Crosse venue.
RCCW knows what Country brings to the table, and we are always in the title picture. And once again, your mama's favorite tag team finds herself in a #1 contendership match for the RCCW tag titles against the unlikely duo of the Dad Bod God, Native Sensation, and not your average Jack Spade. I don't know if that's his name. Oh, it's Jiggy Jack.
Jiggy. Getting jiggy with it, Jack Spade. Yeah, it was a banger of a match. First time working either of those guys for me. Was it your first time?
Yeah, I've never worked them. I mean, I've been on shows with Jack Spade. I've like seen them very entertaining. I've MIAW, Jack Spade entertained the hell out of me. He worked a match. He tagged with Angel Armani and Adam Grace, and he was rocking a T-shirt, and he had a T-shirt in his pants. And I don't know, like he kept pulling out shirt after shirt. Like I think he had 10 shirts in his pants, just nonstop would pull them out. I was like, I was very entertained.
like this comment might lead into what we talk about what happened later that night, but I do love the though we got to wrestle Nathan Sensation, who somebody that definitely in our first year when we were helping out at RCW, you noticed a lot because he was the top guy, one of their top guys there. So definitely somebody you paid attention a lot to. So it's good to work him. But the tag team of Jack Spade and Jason Masters, who I'm sure we'll have something to say about later.
Oh yeah.
Is definitely one of the funnest tag teams out there, the Ross family. I do enjoy them.
So a fun story. I've actually repped a tag match with those two against the Caribbeans.
Oh yes.
And I pulled the legacy screw job on Jiggy Jack Spade and Jason Masters.
Ooh.
They all four hit a super kick on each other. Super impressed. And Chuko fell on Jason Masters. I counted 1, 2, 3, but from everyone in the crowd, the locker room, and everyone except me, everyone told me he kicked out at 2.5. I rang the bell. So I pulled the Franklin, Wisconsin legacy screw job on the Ross family.
Yep. We'll have to do something about that. That's probably why he was so upset and kept body slamming you on Saturday.
It was a lot of body slams.
It was a lot of body slams. Unfortunately, your mama's favorite tag team did not come up with the win, but we did show the RCCW faithful why we are those out of town shooters, why we are the ones your mama calls when she needs a job done.
Exactly. I look at this. Yes, we didn't win, but we didn't lose. We beat ourselves. Air Buddies is our go-to. It is what it is, and every now and then someone slips and you misconnect and hit me.
No, I'll give credit when credit's due. These teams are scouting us. They're watching the video. They are finding inventive ways to beat us. Even these thrown together teams. You got to respect the veteran stature of Jack Spade and Nathan Sensation. They when it mattered, they went one up on us.
I'm gonna put this on the record right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are a young tag team. Everyone talks about Country Air. I'm very proud. I wear the badge of honor when people tell us we're one of the top teams in the state. But we're still very young. We have literally only committed as a tag team for a year. And when people talk about us being a legitimate tag team, we haven't I don't feel we're legitimate yet. Yes, we're in title scenes, but until we start, collecting that gold, going out of town, being the out of town shooters that we are, collecting belts, collecting hardware, proving what we are, we are not. When people are like, oh, it's a big win, but we look at it as learning experiences. We're not even at the peak yet, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys are
we are still, if this was a roller coaster, we are still at that first hill climbing up.
We peak when Zach Hendricks gets abs, so that's a long time from now. Hey, don't laugh. The moment I take off the jersey, everyone's like, does Zach lose a lot of weight? I see a 4-pack. No, that's a 1-pack. But it's still an ab.
Hey,
that's when we start getting to the peak season.
Watch out for gimmick infringement. Or did he get rid of that?
Who?
CJ.
What's CJ? Oh, peak season?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I just know that motherfucker's Woodsy.
Yeah, now it's Woodsy. Follow Apex athlete CJ Cole. But it used to be peak season.
Yeah, see, I said at the peak, so
yeah,
I might have said peak season, but CJ, screw you,
you bald bastard. All right, and then Saturday.
Hold on, let's not go to Saturday yet.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna tell a story about the main event. We'll start off with Doc's perspective, and then we'll go to my part because that's how the order goes. Because I didn't see what Doc saw, and Doc didn't see what I saw.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the main event, and let's talk about.
This is a disclaimer to you fans.
Yes,
we love you. We appreciate you guys. We love the support, but this is not being rude, just know the boundaries of going too far.
Yeah. And this is actually because Zach, I found out, fucking bitched out and didn't do security for that long.
Me?
Yeah. When you broke in, you didn't. How long did you say you did security for? Like 3 shows?
No, two. But
2.
like,
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
not all of us can be studs and just debut right off the bat.
Yeah. So this man did two stints of security. I did most of the summer of 2018 at security, like late spring, and then most of the summer at security.
Yeah, I started training in October. The week after I started training, we had a show, saw security for that. November we had a show, and of course saw security for that. And while we were paying our dues and doing teardown, Frank looked at me and said, Frank was doing his thing, like talking shit, goofing off with the boys. And then he looked at me and said, "And you get some effing gear. You're on next month." And I was like, "Oh, here you go. Drop the security shit right here."
And fucking never look back. So, as security, I have seen a lot of people, more people than should, I guess, do what this man did, and that is approach the ring. It's like it's a weird thing. It's like Hitch, all right? In wrestling, you let the wrestler come 90% to you, you do 10. All right. You do the last 10. Let us come to you, you do the last 10. I can remember an incident with Chuko that summer with a gentleman out in where were we just at 2 weeks ago?
Oh, are you talking about the story that Fletch told us about the guy with the coming at Chuko hard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Doc were not there. We were out in freelance, but I want to say it was Greene County Fair.
Oh, no. Oh, nope. That also happened, I guess. Yes. Greene County Fair. That was another place where that happened. Chuko is a big man of getting this heat on this summer on summer shows. But I'm gonna look at it right now. When we were in Door County, that's where it was. Door County. Huh? In our first year. In our first year. Yeah, you weren't there yet. This happened to Chuko in our first year. This happened at a house show at BCW, probably like a couple months after that, because I would have debuted pretty soon after that. So basically, the moral of the story is don't approach the ring. So Friday at RCCW, we had a incident in the main event. It was
Jason Masters versus Kyle. What's Kyle's last?
Kyle Roberts.
There we go.
Kyle Roberts. Two of the top guys over there having a 2 out of 3 falls match
for the lacrosse championship, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, lacrosse, because Riley's the champion there, right?
Yeah, Riley's the heavyweight champ. I think it's like their alternative belt.
Yeah, their mid card, whatever you want to call it. I call it the belt that usually looks better than the main belt. But yep, they're having a 2 out of 3 falls, and a fan walks in and not only approaches the ring, but is sticking his head and camera in the ring to record what's going on. So security, my brothers, step in and try to politely tell this gentleman that he needs to, one, get out of the ring, which he denies that he's in. Then they say, 2, you need to leave if you're not going to get out of the ring, which he then says he is a wrestler, and if you are a wrestler, you know that this is not the way to do this. So I guess any other wrestlers out there, if you thought, hey, if you go to a show and a match is going on, you don't get to just step into the ring.
If you're a wrestler and you're trying to make a name for yourself and you're trying to like earn respect with the boys, I mean, it goes without saying, you don't screw one of the boys' matches up.
Yep. And which sucks because it's a weird thing, because I think if you were paying attention to the match, it kind of adds some drama to it. But this guy just refuses to leave, is being drunk and loud, and people miss the third and final fall, which was basically a double KO. They don't get up at 10. They are pushing this guy out slowly, and with his resistance as he's shouting, "What's wrong? What's wrong? It takes all y'all to get me out of here." Like, well, yes, sir. We're trying to be reasonable about this, unlike you.
We're not trying to hurt you. We're just trying to remove you from the premises.
Yeah, we're just trying to remove you from the premises. You have overstepped your bounds. You have been, because I'm pretty sure he was in the way. I didn't come in while I wasn't there while the match was going on. When he first got there, I'm pretty sure he got in the way of one of Jason's dives, is what I heard.
I'll elaborate. I heard the same as well.
Yes, I heard he got in the way of a dive. So that's for us high flyers, that is the most vulnerable we are at, and if we decide to dive on you, it is because we trust y'all. So to have somebody from the outside come through and mess with that is infuriating, I imagine.
You have to mentally prepare yourself at that moment, hey, I'm going to do this. And then as you do it, you're like, wait, I got to stop now.
Yeah, because some drunk fucker is in the way. So they're pushing them out. Good old Derek, the commissioners, institutes rule 113. Championship 2 out of 3 falls match cannot end on a double count out or double DQ, however you want to call it, because they both did not get up at 10. Sudden death elimination. Immediately, Kyle with the go behind. Beautiful O'Connor roll into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Rings the bell. Now everybody's attention turns to the ring. It was awesome. If you were paying attention to the match to watch, if you were not involved in any situation emotionally and you just watched it all unfold, it was this beautiful scene of chaos. But at that point, once that bell has rung, they have gotten the gentleman out of the main room where the ring is. Jason, noticeably upset, does not argue with the ref about the 1, 2, 3, and immediately goes after this gentleman. And I believe that's where Zach part of the story comes up.
Yeah, I'll take the tag now. So while the match is going on, I'm downstairs, shooting the breeze with the guys. And at that point, I'm like, I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'm gonna go see where Doc's at. I'm walking up the stairs, and as I'm walking, so the locker room's kind of in the downstairs, and the show's above us. So as I'm walking up the stairs, I hear a bunch of bickering. And as I get closer to the door to go upstairs, I hear this bickering really loud, dropping cuss words and all that. And now my attention is there. I'm like, what's going on? As I come out the door, going through the hallway, I see the man getting backed up and a group of men following him. And the homie AJ Gray looking at me and say, Zach, open that fucking door right now.
It was not AJ Gray.
No, not AJ Gray. What's his name?
Alvin Gray.
Alvin Gray. I am so sorry, Alvin. If you are one of our listeners, I apologize.
He probably isn't, but if I see him, I'll let him know that he's been confused for Doc Simmons and AJ Gray.
Yes, sir. Anyway, Alvin Gray tells me, Zach, you better open that fucking door. So without hesitation, I opened that door. And this dude is like, what y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? He's like, I'm a professional wrestler. And they're like, Vic the Stick Ross is like, fuck. I don't know why I'm saying F you and then saying the F word. I'm censoring myself and not. But anyway, Victor Stick Ross is pissed. Jason Masters coming at him and everyone's holding him back. And this dude's, the only thing I remember this dude saying is he paid $1,500 for his shoes, and no one here is a professional wrestler but him. And I was like, when did we get Maverick Boone on this show?
Like,
But
where did you get $1,500 wrestling shoes from?
he wasn't wearing wrestling shoes. He was wearing
Yeah,
like, some nice.
I mean, that would be the only thing that would matter in that context. Like,
My own question is like, I don't know, maybe I'm cheap, but $1,500 for a pair of shoes. There's a lot I can do with $1,500.
yeah. I'm not spending $1,500 on a pair of shoes.
Unless it's like a
Get
nice,
you a pair of
nice
dunks on sale. They're always at least under $100, and most of the time you can get them for under 50.
bro, nice pair of Simpson Vans. That's the way to go. But these guys are going. This dude's filming. Big swings at him, knocks his phone out. This shit's going wild. Dude goes out the door right when he walks back. Alvin Gray pulls the door, holds that door. This dude's hitting the glass. They're talking about the cops are coming. And I'm like sitting here like astonished. And I come into the room, Elliot Doc, I'm like, what just happened? And at the same time, everyone's like, where have you been?
You missed it all, brother. You missed it
And
all.
I told them, I was like, no, y'all just missed like. So yeah, shout out to Jason Masters and Kyle Roberts,
For being professionals and freaking putting on a banger of a match. It really sucks that probably half the crowd didn't see it because they were focused on an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you're a wrestler, dude, if whoever that guy is, if you are a wrestler, like let me know what shows you work at, because if that's how y'all get down, like I'm down to go in the ring and just pop my head in.
Yeah.
Like if that's how it's gonna do. Like
if it was that easy to get into places, I am totally down for that.
Oh yeah. We're trying to get our foot in doors that we want to get to. And we're like, we can't even see the parking lot yet.
Oh yeah. And somewhere you were taught, nah, I'm gonna just walk into this main event.
What would have been crazy was if this dude was like really about it and just went in the ring and just start calling spots. And just like and Jason and Kyle like just being in the flow, didn't realize you just start going with him. Like, what are we doing?
Like shit. As good as they worked, maybe.
All right. Idea popped in my head, but we're gonna move on to the next segment.
Okay, yeah.
Something you would see, and that's what something you don't see at independent shows. What have we been watching? Look at that. I feel like I'm taking over.
Yes. Saturday we had Brew City Wrestling Starcade, where you had the team of Yo Mama's favorite tag team, the one she calls when she needs a job done, them out of town shooters, Doc Simmons, Zach Hendricks, and we also had the homie, the Bruiser, Nick Colucci. I believe that was his tag too. He was just the Bruiser.
Yes, sir.
Back in the day.
And then we pulled the ultimate surprise. People
ultimate audible, ultimate Peyton Manning at the line. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. We're talking about. I was watching on Facebook. People guessing who it was. They thought it was the Beer City Bruisers. They thought it was Frankie DeFalco. I heard Heather Reckless. I've seen Raven Radix. Like, there were so many guesses, but the one person they did not expect was a BCW, like let's just say a legend at Brew City Wrestling, one half of the Iron Maidens, former AEW superstar, a woman who I cherish every time I have the locker room. I know Doc cares. She's just someone
big
who
homie in the locker room. Awesome
always
vet.
takes care of us, always gives us great advice, always looks out for us, always makes sure we're taken care of. I'm talking no other than Melanie Cruz.
Yep. The one and only.
And the reaction she got when she came out was amazing.
Yep, and the save on us when she came out was also amazing.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Melanie. Thank you for saving our hides.
Exactly. But they also pulled the surprise,
Yep. Can't not admit having Fletch was certainly a wild card. Somebody who actually has the speed on that team that they probably desperately needed.
Mr. Kate couldn't show up for some circumstances. I'm assuming that she knew she kicked Doc and Doc's cojones and took him out.
Yep.
And her knockoff liquid sword could not compare to a real liquid sword.
Yeah. Hey, Missa, if you're listening to this, I know you're not, but hey, if you're listening to this at some point in the future, um, we can have a battle of spin kicks whenever you want. Like, I have not forgotten. Goats don't forget.
I don't remember. I haven't forgot either. My neck's still
Yep.
from your orders, but we took on the team of Whiskey Bent and Hellbound, Max Holiday, James Roadhouse Vincent, Brandon Blaze, and their surprise partner, the Vape God himself, Fletch Malone. Um, unfortunately, the coins don't take in our favor, and we lost the coin toss, so they had the advantage. But the advantage didn't need to happen. We didn't need an advantage when you have a stacked team like you just said of the Bruiser Nick Colucci, the legend herself, Melanie Cruz, and the out of town shooters, your mama's favorites, Country Air. Like there's an advantage. Like hearing that team alone is just the advantage.
Yep. Yep. So Colucci started it off with Fletch, and they went back and forth. Bruce City, we're old school. We do 20-second disqualification on, for being on the outside, and it's 5 minutes for the first 2-minute intervals. Colucci started with Fletch. Then we had Max. Then we
I don't
had.
know if you heard though. I don't know if you heard, but Colucci had the advantage so bad. Fletch was like ready to give up then. I'm just calling it.
It's all that vape in the lungs. He ain't got the stamina for it.
No, sir.
So yeah, me then or
Max Holiday came out.
Max.
I'd like to say that Max came in even the odds because they were able to neutralize, take down Nick Colucci a little. But who came out next? None other than your mama's favorite heavyweight.
Yep, your mama's favorite heavyweight, the Gahote, the raging demon on full of piss and vinegar, came out, kicked people's heads off very well. And then sadly, back to the advantage. It was 3-2 at this point when the Roadhouse, James Vincent, comes out. It's I'm gonna hit a head scissors on this man. I swear to God, I'm gonna counter that boss man slam. But hits a big boss man slam, and Fletch starts picking the pieces. It's very similar, I say, to a year or two so ago when they were trying to influence a young outlaw.
Yes, sir. Outlaw was tempted by Bruce City Gold, something I've never held before, and of course, I should have never listened to Max and James. They weren't worried about me becoming a heritage champion, a heavyweight champion, a tag champion. 3 years in, and still haven't got one of those. But when you're that young in the business and you have a guy like Max Holiday, who's a 2-time Bruce City heavyweight champ, one of the longest in the game, like of course you would listen to him at the time. But all kids have to grow up and become men and realize to make their own decisions and smarten up. And Fletch should have smartened up when he was taken to Cahote back by the merch table, trying to ruin our merch, trying to ruin some of our pretty t-shirts.
Yep, I would never let anybody do that to Zach's wonderful ideas.
And tries to put you in a chair, and it couldn't have worked out any better. The counter went down, 3, 2, 1. Came out full of rage, anger. Was looking for my tag partner. Turned around, seen Doc set with the beautifulest of super kicks to Fletch Malone's face, and had to come in like a ball of fire.
Yep, hits the running cannonball, and we go back on top.
Yes, sir. We hit the running cannonball on Fletch. That's something I talked about. Need to commit on more. As cool as it is, that's one thing I know I can do better. We took out Fletch Malone, and what we do? We did what we do best. We beat up Whiskey Bent Hellbound. James wants to bring that bull rope out. That's fine. We have no problem using your weapons against you.
Yep.
You want us to? We took out Max. We took out James. The only thing I will say, getting caught in the moment, finally getting your comeuppance, going out to the cage. Did not expect the cage door to meet my face.
Yep, that's the thing. Like I said, I think Fletch was very much the missing component that team lacked. Very sneaky, very small, very fast. Couldn't see him out there. Slam the cage in your face.
Still got a pretty cut on my forehead.
Yep, hit me with a fisherman, and they were back on top.
I would like to say my brand new beautiful shirt, my War Game shirt, is ruined. So thanks, Clutch, for that. We just got those,
but hey,
cool.
you can buy that for how much can they buy that for, Zach?
You know what? Why don't someone throw a number out to me? Like, who wants the official Zach Kendricks War Game shirt? I still haven't watched the shirt. If you want me to wash it, I can wash it, but it still has all the blood on it.
Yep, all the blood from
And I'm pretty
Zach King
positive.
Gas this past Saturday.
I'm pretty positive I could probably at least talk to my team about autographing the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of space in the back.
Oh yes.
You know, we Fletch came in, slammed the door on my face. I unfortunately fell on top of my beautiful tag partner. Discombobulated him. Fletch, I will give Fletch credit where credit's due. You know, Fletch can't keep his mouth shut, but he does have a plan. Maybe his talking throws you off, but he was able to take advantage of us bumping into each other, took out Doc, threw him out of the cage to the Wolves, bounced my head off a couple times more, like it couldn't get any worse. And we were back on bottom, and they had the advantage even before Brandon Blaze came out.
Yeah, lucky for Brandon Blaze with his damn flag.
That flag, yeah, I almost wanted to shove that flag somewhere where the sun doesn't shine after that match, but it is what it is. James did. Brandon came out. They wanted to party. They wanted to drink. They wanted to shoot their shots.
They thought they had it all won
until the big surprise. Now Frank came out. It wasn't Frank. Stacy Shadows came out. Stacy got a baby on the way. So of course, Melanie New Cruz came out and cleared house.
Yep.
Max and James tried to outsmart. Try to be the smart, crafty vets that they are, brought out a pair of handcuffs. Didn't realize that Mel would whip their ass like she always does. Out of town shooters back on top. We handcuffed those boys to the cage and we got our revenge. Well, Mel and Colucci took care of Fletch and Blaze in the ring. And I believe it was a double crossface finish.
Yep. It was pretty crossface.
Pretty crossface. And then, we celebrated in the ring. Hugs all around, got to celebrate, actually climbed up that cage and got the view and just seen the fans. Just one of those things, 10 months in the making, 10 months of just getting blindsided. It was nice to give them a taste of their own medicine. We left them handcuffed to the cage and we celebrated with the fans with beers.
Yes, they were handcuffed long into the night too.
Tag team match.
Yes, sir.
Had the fiance saying that we were mean about that.
Come on, really?
I mean, mostly because it was just a bunch of little kids screaming in their face, which
they deserved it.
Yes, they did deserve it.
Does she not remember you had to go to the hospital because of a concussion? I was hung by a rope over the top rope. Like,
she missed those shows, but.
Did she not see all the blood I shed? The Muppets were deserved.
Yes. But finally, Mama's favorite tag team, the help of Nick Colucci and Melanie Cruz, big ups to those guys, did come out on top this Saturday.
And like we talked about, we're still young, and the lesson we learned in the last 10 months is we unfortunately lost ourselves in the 10 months where we let another team kind of dictate that pace. And once we got back to our rhythm at War Games and we showed the caliber of a tag team that we are and got the motion to where we need to be, there's no stopping us.
Yep. All signs pointing up. Stocks going up.
Yes, sir.
All right. And yeah, that was then we didn't have anything Sunday. We except partying into the wee hours from Saturday.
Oh yeah, dude. We were hanging out with Mel, and I don't think I left the bar till like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Ooh.
we said our goodbyes like 5 times, and Mel's like, another round. And I was like, we're gonna tell Mel no.
Yeah. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm not gonna tell Melanie Cruz no.
Yeah. She wants to drink. If she wants to party, you're gonna party.
You're gonna party, you're gonna have
That's
a good
how
time.
I think that's how I got out, because I got out before she started.
I did not.
No,
I went to play in memory. That was a good night. Like I said, a night where we needed a night to go home, had a good time, and Sunday was a nice, well-rested day, family day for me. I'm assuming family day for you, Doc.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just nice rest. Definitely slept longer than I planned on, but hey, it happens.
Yes, sir. So, but we stayed at home, probably relaxed with our families, probably caught a good show. But speaking of catching good shows, because I'm trying to learn how to catch these good segues, what have we been watching this past week?
Yes, sir. I was looking for a way to lead into that too. Me myself, I have been catching up on New Japan, the Summer Struggle Tour. I'm probably still like a good 2-3 weeks behind, because I know they are just talking about Hikuleo challenging Lance Archer for the title, like coming up this week.
I've gotten spoilers to New Japan, but
No, I've caught spoilers too, so I already know what's happening. But
yeah.
matches, there's been some good ones. Evil finally beat Ishii, which made me sad. Ishii deserves everything in the world. Robbie Eagles versus El Desperado for the cruiserweight or light heavyweight title is what it is over there. Light heavyweight title. That was a banger.
Was that where Robbie finally caught it? You finally got it?
Yep, Robbie finally got it. It was 2 leg submission guys working the legs. So it was like a good technical, hard-hitting match.
Robbie E is like a sleeper. Like for those that don't know, he debuted in New Japan with the Bullet Club. He was actually the Bone Soldiers partner, and and then El Phantasmo came out and ended up doing his thing and really shining. And Robbie E, I feel like kind of got slept on a little bit, but like he's such a good wrestler.
Yeah, he is. And here's like, you can totally see it when you see them standing next to each other. That like, I'm not saying that Robbie Eagles is the inferior El Phantasmo, but you can see they're very similar.
Here's the thing, though. Like,
it's like did you hear the rumor like when Apollo Crews got signed about how it was supposed to be Willie Mack at first?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Bro, speaking of signings, totally off subject. You know him. He's one of the homies. I probably don't know him as well as you guys do. I've crossed paths and like talked to him a little, but do you follow Stephen Wolf off?
Oh yeah! Whoa!
Oh my god, his post today was so like heartbreaking.
Like I mean, really, probably Perch is probably closer to him.
I know
he was one of so hey, let's peel back the curtain. My knowledge of independent wrestling is really within like the last 6 years. And that's mostly going as far as going to live shows. I was only going to AAW shows within the last 6 years, and Seven Wolves was one of my favorite wrestlers down there. So like to see if you haven't, please go follow him on all the social medias. But
my first taste of him was Zawa. And like when you go to Zawa, when I went to Zawa, they used to have banners of the wrestlers, and like his banner stood out. Like when you looked at all the guys, like everyone, like you tell, like, but like his banner just screamed like, I'm a superstar.
Yeah. So big fan. I've got one of his shirts in my closet. I've got 2 of his shirts in my closet, actually.
I don't, but we'll I got a segment for a t-shirt, but we'll get after this part.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, basically, homie had a real rough year. I don't know if that was his last indie show, but I was there for his last Zawa show. In reference to his post. I'm not going to say what the post was because I want you guys to go out there and flood his page and read it.
Yeah,
the 12 of you.
So people just look him up. Just know, like, the post he post, man, like, for guys like us who are really working hard to just see something like that, and like the door was open is all I'll say, and just the circumstances that it was, like, like, I hope whatever he does, like, moving forward, he's happy. It seems like he's happy, but one of those things when you, like, you take that moment, you see that post, and like the first couple sentences catch you.
Yeah.
You read it, and you're like, it hits hard, it hits home, and just whatever he does, like, moving forward, man. Like, I don't know him on a personal level. I'm not gonna like front like I do, but it's a guy I've looked up to, a guy like I have a lot of respect for, and he's paved the way for guys like us.
No, yeah, you always have a level of respect for it's one of those things where it's like it's always weird. Like I don't consider like Tyler and Sean a vet. Like it's one of those things where like I think the only word that works is a Japanese word for senpai, which is just older in your line of, I guess, business. In this case, it would be. You can have senpais in life, you can have senpais at work, people who have just been there longer than you. So I don't consider them vets of the business. He's one of those where I would consider a senpai. That's somebody who takes care of us, who models like the steps we should take to get to their place.
Exactly.
And he was definitely one of those guys. And his Twitter and I think his Instagram is StephenWolf309. So go ahead, follow him, go check out that post, give it a read, let it sink in, and all that good shit.
And like, bring it back. Doc mentioned t-shirts. We're gonna give another shout out to another homie, our boy Dorian down in Chicago.
Yes.
Dorian is actually created a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. Check it out. His wife has a team that they're battling breast cancer, and he's selling some breast cancer t-shirts. That's a shirt I believe that me and Doc will be buying. We'll be rocking. We'll be supporting. We support each other. We're brothers in this business. All his proceeds will be going to his wife's team in the fight for breast cancer. If you guys, for those fans who love to buy t-shirts and love support, please go to prowrestlingtees.com. Check out Dorian Taylor.
Yep, I got the page right here. So it's prowrestlingtees.com /DL-against-cancer.
There you go. Again, DL_against_cancer, right?
Yeah, just dashes, no underscores actually.
Dashes. I apologize, but yeah. Just know, we've had shirts in the past. These shirts are more than a t-shirt. They mean a lot to a lot of people. So these merch sales for him are not merch sales. These merch sales are for a great cause. Just know, if you're looking to buy a shirt, show some support. There's no other way there's like no better way than buy a shirt like that to help do the fight and fight the breast cancer.
Yep. And trust me, if you haven't seen Darius Latrell in the ring, super fun. So if you haven't, go. He's on a bunch of freelance shows, a bunch of AWS shows, shows where you can catch us at. But he's been on a bunch of them, so you check him out. I am sure our fans will enjoy him. Super fun in ring. Support a good cause. Yes. But back to the more fun thing.
But sorry, people. Just had to give the shout outs where the shouts go.
No, yep. Put people over. Let's get back to what we were talking about, and that was what we're watching this week. I talked about New Japan. Also, it can't go unsaid. If we're talking about homies, we got to talk about Dante Martin.
Dante Martin is just a star.
Yep.
That is like, if that's like, we've always said we want our top flight, but now like
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, can't say like that was one of those. All right, I see you, homie. Let me see what I got. Like over the weekend.
Let me check my wallet and see if I can match you, bro. Like,
Yeah, like that was one of those where you definitely get a feel of inspiration. And it's also one of those where you just got to look at AEW and like they are investing in that young talent.
oh yeah, dude. Like, people can talk bad. Like, everyone has their opinions. Uh, everyone has their fan base, but like one thing we can say, I seen a tweet the other day that AEW is doing their mission to make professional wrestling a better place to work. With all the partnerships they have, all the like young guys they give opportunities to. Like we've had our guys, Top Flight, who have been able to shine and now be signed. Who else has been out there? Sky Blue, shoot, JDX,
Jake St.
Dawson,
Patrick.
Jake St. Patrick. So many homies. Cal Hero, I'll give Cal Hero the respect. He's got a couple dark matches as well. They're giving guys the opportunity, these guys who are grinding, the opportunity to have the big stage feel that you never would have thought you have had.
Yep. And freaking Dante got his shot and fucking didn't miss.
Yes, sir. He did not. If you guys haven't checked it out, we are talking about the 6-man tag match. Dante Martin tagging with the Seidel brothers. Matt Seidel. I'm gonna apologize. I don't know his brother. I'm blanking on his brother's name. Mike Seidel. I thought it was an M, but like long day. But the Seidel brothers, Dante Martin taking on the elite of Kenny Omega, Young Bucks. First of all, being 19 years old and standing across the ring from these guys who are trendsetters, these guys who literally
are like a model for the independent business.
These guys who arguably are the best in the world, and you get to not only like wrestle them, but you took your shot and you didn't miss.
Yep, you hit everything perfectly. Hey, what's up? What's up, new face?
Yo. I can't believe y'all are still going. I just wanted to check in with you.
Yeah, we are still going.
Okay. I know I probably missed a lot. I just wanted to.
Actually, we're actually in the opening of our segment. Like me and Doc have been shooting the breeze.
Yeah. We've been bullshitting a lot.
Really?
Yeah. So we have only gotten to what we did this weekend and what we watched.
Okay.
No, we're not even halfway done. Like,
we're like we're still in like the first third of the show.
What happened?
We've been bullshitting. Well, we spent a lot of time putting other people over because a lot of people did stuff this week. It was a very busy week for friends.
Yes, sir. And if you want to listen, you can always check out the podcast Doc Simmons posted on YouTube page.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. I don't say that enough, but you should like, share, and subscribe. But we have a new guest on the show, one of the originals. Why don't you introduce yourself, brother?
A great man who knows how to slap meat.
What's up, everybody? It's luxurious Baxter Belafonte. Just had to check in with the boys and with all of y'all listening. It's good to see you guys and hear your voices.
Awesome. It was even better. I'm pretty sure the Bruce City fans could say this. It's even better than you just popping in right here. I'm pretty sure it was amazing when Baxter Belafonte popped out at Starcade to be the special commentator of the entire show.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, that was a rush of energy, and I've never done commentary before, and it was a fucking blast. It was good to see everybody in the locker room. Everyone from photographers to, merch table to, god damn those fans, and that might be the first time they gave me a positive reaction. Give me a little welcome back love.
My little 5 friends or 5 fans that always come to the show from Madison are big fans of yours, Baxter.
Oh,
Baxter, you're not giving yourself credit. All right, we've been putting people over. let's talk about Baxter.
Yeah,
Baxter.
let's talk about how over Baxter is.
Baxter
Oh, God.
had a T-shirt on ringofhonorshop.com. Baxter had a segment on Ring of Honor and got a "Please come back" chant.
Oh, he
And
remembers.
Baxter is a guy. When I first broke in, like my first couple of months, I got to have a small impromptu program just because they had nothing for either one of us, and we just got to work. And like a guy who I like hold dear because I got to like really learn a lot in a ring with, because Baxter was a guy who, I mean, I think I had like my first 3 or 4 matches with you.
Yeah, we had some fun too. Those were
And
a couple of those
we
are
were
on
talking about
YouTube.
matches with Baxter. Like the formation of the GOAT could not have happened without that summer with Baxter, where
Yes, sir.
where it was refined.
And we talk about championships. People don't know Baxter's a former Brew City Wrestling Heritage champion.
Yes, he
And
is.
speaking of Heritage, Baxter shows up and the Luxurious do a clean sweep at Brew City Wrestling, with Mav becoming the #1 contender for the Brew City Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, and Ethan winning the Heritage title. I don't think that would have happened if their faithful Baxter didn't reunite the trio.
Damn, I've never been put over so much. You fuckers.
That's what this podcast is about.
Now
Damn, okay.
Now time for a callback is the PH.
Yeah.
The P is always H, my friend. You know that.
All right. So since you just joined us, why don't you? I know we've touched on it a little bit. Why don't you expand a little bit on your weekend, brother?
Man, so I guess before the weekend, I've been going to training every now and then, and trying to get some of the ring rust off. And it kind of stumbled. I got a message from Frank, said, "Would you be interested in doing some play-by-play?" I was like, "Absolutely. I'll try that." And man, just the moment I got there, even though I got there like a half hour before doors opened, moment I got to the Elks Lodge, just seeing everybody, seeing that damn cage. Excuse me. Just seeing everybody I haven't seen in so long was unbelievable, man. And good to see everybody, just the vibe of the locker room. It was great. And yeah, I'm grateful. It was fantastic.
Well, yeah, we were very, very grateful to have you back, brother.
So let me ask you, like, something for the listeners, like the ones who like a little sprinkle. Should they expect more of random Baxters popping out of the curtain in the future?
Well, it's funny you say that, and I don't know if you're saying this knowingly, but they announced during the show without me knowing that apparently I'm wrestling Sierra next month. Totally didn't know that when he said that.
I didn't know that until right now.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, join us next month. Well, Baxter Belafonte against Sierra. So I don't know if that's still true or what the fuck's going on, but okay.
Good job, brother.
I guess.
Shot
Right
yourself
place,
into
right
a work, or worked yourself into a shoot.
Let's go.
Awesome. And I guess, have you been watching any wrestling? Or what have you been watching since we've last seen you? Which was 2 weeks ago.
So you guys on this call probably know this, but there's this random ass TNA channel on my Roku TV.
Yep.
And I'll just throw on, while I'm doing dishes or cooking, I'll just throw it on, and then there'll just be like this random Matt Hardy match or EC3 match, or like, and I'll just watch it. And I don't know what it is or when it's from, but it's fun to watch and, just study. That's the Perch in me, and just study while I watch. I did watch. What's up?
I said old Impact was so fun. Like when they had Aces of Age, like Matt Hardy created the broken Matt Hardy. Like, sorry, like you're. I know you're getting an experience, but like, man, like it was so fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I did watch Dynamite last week. I thought that was cool. I saw the Rampage results. I'm gonna go back and watch the Christian Cage match because that looks like a good one. I know you posted about it, Zach. The Dante Martin. I did watch that match. Holy shit, that was cool.
We were just talking about Dante as you popped in. Like that's what we were just talking about his match with the Elite.
Dude, that dude's talented. We all know that.
Yeah, he's really fucking good.
Yeah,
Dude, like his vertical, like his mid range is like that alone. Like
no, yeah, that was the thing. Brian Alvarez was talking about it on the Wrestling Observer podcast. He was like, "Here's the thing with Dante Martin. It's not that he does a Hurricane Rana. Is that his vertical is like 8 feet. So he will first jump 8 feet into the air and then do a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah. Or head scissor or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever he wants to do because he is up there for so long.
Bro, his new gimmick, jumping right to the top rope and falling into the Hurricane Rana is like it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely impressive.
If you're impressed with him, one thing I watched, if you want to watch AEW Dark, if you just want to catch Dante's match, he's the main event of AEW Dark this week, and he took on another guy who's just simply amazing. He's building a name on the independent scene. Lee Moriarty. This guy, Lee Moriarty, not Matt Back. Sorry, too many luxurious ones.
Hey.
But Bax, I know you're a fan of technicians. I know you're a fan of very technical wrestling style. Check out Lee Moriarty.
Lee Moriarty. All right.
You will be very impressed. I think he's signed with MLW right now, but he was on AEW Dark. Dude's just super technical, super smooth.
Love it. Love it. And I'm gonna plug it because, well, first of all, Doc, how come I can't see you today?
I don't know because I forgot to stop.
Hey.
There he is. That beautiful face.
There we go.
Since we're on the topic, I'm just gonna go ahead because you mentioned luxurious. Ethan Matthews, BCW Heritage Champion, and I know we talked about it earlier. Good for him, man. He's been grinding, and I loved the finish, which I did not know about. I 100% swear to you. But when it happened, I was like, damn, that's what's up. He climbed up the other two competitors and escaped the cage. That was fantastic.
I did hear
some applause.
Didn't
you all do like a claw champagne shower bath with Ethan, you, Mav, and Ethan himself? Some white claw reunion.
That was on the fly.
Yeah, that was a shoot, brother, because they didn't expect that finish.
Yeah, I was so excited. I left commentary. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. Threw him down and I had to celebrate with him.
Regular old Vampiro on commentary.
Yeah.
We're putting people over as much as me and Doc love kicking Ethan in the face, man. Ethan, debuted at Brew City a year ago. Was in the main event at Rise of Mav, doing his thing. He went through a double stomp door through Funny Bone, a guy who will do it all. And now he is our Brew City Wrestling Heritage Champion.
Yep. He'll work. He'll work hard for it. And I think the reaction from the crowd was proof of it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree. Agree that it's deserved too.
Even as a White Claw drinking asshole, they were happy for him and excited. So he has gotten the respect of the fans. That jerk.
Like I dislike him in the ring, and we have our issues in the ring. He's one of my favorite guys in the locker room.
Oh yeah,
he comes in just super smile, super positive all the time. So like when you see a guy get that moment, like you can't help but just give that nod of respect. And
yep, he deserved it, the fucker.
Agreed. Agreed on all counts. Dude deserves it. Just a good, fun dude. Yeah, and then of course, Mav is the new #1 contender before Gunner even won the match. I don't know if y'all saw that moment where Mav gave him the title, I guess, if you will.
No, but I heard about it.
I heard Mav told him keep it warm. He said don't. I heard Mav said don't get used to it.
Yeah, I think that was a great moment. It's all about moments, right?
We've been told, at least.
Yeah, so I'm excited to I guess officially be back, and I guess it was a good time, and I had a good time. So
as much as we hated wrestling you at ICW, again, seeing your ugly ass across the ring from us and punch each other in the face, I guess let us two be the first on this podcast to say welcome back.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you. I know we had plenty of good times in the ring, and if we ever watch the DVD, I don't exactly remember what I said on commentary, but you know,
that DVD gets made, we'll probably have to pay for it, but we will get it. And we will maybe that will be an episode. We'll just like live commentate that show in your commentary.
Can we do a live show in a hotel in Minnesota where me and Bax like to piss out the window and just watch the whole show live?
Well, I know we still have a couple of fair shows, some overnight fair shows. So I'm not going to say that a live one isn't impossible, but we'll see what we can do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But like, great to have you on a podcast, Bax. Great to have you back in wrestling. Can't wait to keep you in the face, brother.
Likewise, that's precisely the way to put it.
Yeah. Just want to fight with my friends in my underwear. So we can start moseying on down and let's talk about what we got coming up this weekend. Bax, since you're back, let's talk about what Big Daddy has planned this weekend. I'm sure children.
Well, yeah, this weekend is non-wrestling related. I will say tomorrow is my birthday. I won't say how old I am, but it doesn't really matter.
21, ladies and gentlemen.
So I got the day off. We're gonna do family stuff and go to the zoo. And then this weekend, I might go golfing with some of my boys. I have off the weekend. And then Sunday, it's my fantasy football draft with my boys from college.
Yep, that's coming up. I'm sure for everybody.
I'm actually not in the league this year.
Oh,
really?
How does it feel to not have that headache?
It's like the first year since like college I've not been in a league. Not sure. I feel like it's like bittersweet. It's like because I'm always the commissioner. And it's always a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So you got responsibility too. So yeah, it probably feels decently good to not have that.
I might end up being in a league. I'm thinking about talking to my boy back at home. He has a kid. Jack is actually getting really big into football. So I might just do like, hey, let's like do some like a league with the kids and like see how they like it. So we might end up being in a league, but more of a fun league and like teach the young how to do
and
it.
if it's just 4 of y'all, your teams are gonna be super overpowered. It'll be super fun.
Well, no, we'll probably I'll probably try to get some family in there, but if it's the 4 of us, yeah, we're gonna be deep. I hope I make playoffs.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, fuck. Mine is I think we're changing the date. So
dude, scheduling the draft date is always the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's always like the day before everyone texts you like, hey, I'm actually not gonna make the time that we all agreed upon. And you're like,
yeah.
And I'm so in my so I'm in one with my boys from high school, and I am of the group that just set the fucking date. I'll make it. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I'm of that group.
The guys who don't make it, like who get the auto drafts, usually always have a good team.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. Like most of the time they'll draft better than me. I'm a shitty drafter. I do good on free agency. But the problem with our group is we have too many people that live in a fucking another country.
What?
Yes.
Doc went to school in fucking China, bro. You know?
Funny you should mention that. One of the people in the team is in China. So that's
actually in Japan, but like my bad.
Yeah. But hey, no, China works because that's where good old chaps live. Then we've got another player in Germany.
Are they military?
No, they're government workers or government contractors.
Dude, government contract jobs are.
That's the thing when you're from the 703. Everybody works for the government.
Not a bad one.
Yeah, so they're over there, and then there's me and the one homie that live in Wisconsin. Everybody else on the East Coast, so varying times makes it very hard.
For sure.
Bunch of bullshit. So is that all for you, Bax? More drinking?
Yeah, always. But yeah, nothing wrestling related this weekend. I guess if I had to tease anything wrestling related, there's going to be some promo videos coming out for the next couple shows, and just hoping to do a series, but we'll see about that. But stay tuned.
Foreshadowing.
Yes. Hopefully I find the time to not fuck it up. So there you go. Stay tuned,
are storytellers.
That's our job. Yeah.
Yeah, we are storytellers. So then I guess me and Zach can talk about our weekend.
Please do.
I will start first on Saturday. Oh, I guess do you have anything on Friday? Because I don't know. Actually, I should have asked that first.
No.
All right, then yeah, I'll start.
I was trying to think if I have anything, but I think I'm just gonna relax because I know we're gonna be cramped in a car for a long time.
Oh yeah, this drive is gonna fucking suck. So Saturday we will be in Oregon, Illinois for Zawa with Rikishi. So
nice.
Tickets are still available. It'll be a lot of thick thighs in that building with me and Rikishi trying to squeeze our way in. And we'll have a big thigh freaking tag team match as Yo Mama's favorite tag team. The ones I had to call to get the job done. The Out of Town Tuners take on the team of Tyler Preagle and Braxton. How do you feel about that, Zach?
I've never. Braxton is, he's making waves. He's at AAW. He's a Seth Rollins trainee. So,
is he really?
Yeah, he's a Black and Brave student.
Damn.
He's a big man. Both these guys are both big men. So, as Doc's catchphrase is, there's gonna be a lot of men slapping meat this weekend.
Yep.
Big men slapping big meat, and my prediction is we're coming to Zawa. For those who were listening earlier, our goal is to start collecting hardware, start collecting that gold, and it starts with a nice, good match, taking on guys who are, I want to say, title contenders and putting them out of their misery.
The stable themselves have had the titles. I do not know that Braxton himself specifically had the title, but I know that Preagle and Berna are multiple-time tag champs.
I know Tyler is definitely like no stranger to the tag belts, and Braxton, with the experience that he has, can never be underlooked. Will never be undermined. But when you're across the ring against your mama's favorites, Bax can tell you it's a nerve-wracking feeling.
Yep. And Braxton is, I brought it up earlier that my knowledge of indie wrestling is really from like the past 6 years. Braxton is also one of those guys that was at AAW when I was going to shows that it's going to be an honor to be in the ring with him. Sucks he kicked me in the face the last time I was there, but I'll give the receipt.
Yes, sir. And after we put the beat down to the academy, we talked about how me and Bex like pissing out windows in Minnesota.
Preach.
Well, me and Doc will be heading out to Duluth, Minnesota for Sunday as we debut for Discovery Pro. It's their first ever show. We are actually, it's just been announced tonight. We are the first match. Will be the first match ever for a brand new promotion. We are match 1 as we take on the tag team of Flex Appeal, another tag team who have some hardware. They're actually current Rugged Pro tag team champions, former RCCW tag champs. So these guys are no strangers to tag team wrestling. So we will be kicking off in Duluth, Minnesota, Discovery Pro 1, your mama's favorite tag team, Country Air. We're gonna pretty much deflate Flex Appeal, and maybe, as much as I'm a Bears fan, Doc's gonna kick a head off a bear.
Yep. Very excited about this one. That's another one in our first year. You heard a lot about Flex Appeal in, this upper Midwest area. So it'll be good to test our mettle against, an established tag team like that.
Yes, sir. When we talked about my ankle injury, the week after I got my ankle injury, and I had the 2nd-degree sprain where I was not allowed to walk, and I was told to take a few weeks off. I was actually supposed to defend my 151 U.S. Highway Heavyweight Championship to Tyler Jones at FTW, and that match just never happened because of my injury. So, this is a match that Tyler Jones is a guy I was supposed to take on. We were both looking forward to it. I don't forget what he did. He told me my calendar, whatever his gimmick is, time traveler, whatever. Said my days are numbered. So I'm going to show him his days are numbered.
Yes, sir. Yes, very excited for this one. It should be a banger. I believe tickets are still available for both of these shows, for Zawa and for Discover Pro. So check those out. Check out their pages. Buy tickets. Buy the streams. Come see your mama's favorite tag team.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And with that, I think we can go on to Zach. Zach, do you have a question to end the show?
Actually, we're not going to end the show because we've been talking about rookie years. We've been putting over stuff in our
All
the situation, And Doc actually posed a question to the group, and we're talking about how we want to perceive as our rookie year. So if we had a rookie card, what would be your stats on that rookie card?
Yep, totally forgot about that.
I'm here for you.
Yep, I've been drinking, and it's not good for the brain.
Celebrating Baxter's birthday.
Yeah.
As he finally turns 21.
So I'm going to peel back the curtain. I'm going to go get another beer. So Zach,
ladies and gentlemen, the first time ever on this podcast, we're going to do a beer break.
Yep.
Oh, it's right here. I can.
All right, Baxter. Well, you got yours first, so why don't you give us your stats on the card?
Now, you said rookie year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, whether it's rookie year or not, I'm definitely not listing my win-loss record because, not great overall or rookie year. Rookie year is probably like 2-50. One of which I think my first victory in BCW and as a pro wrestler was against Doc Simmons at State Fair. And that was his first match ever, I believe. I would list number of chops received. That's got to be a high number. Definitely up there. Moving forward, I didn't know it was rookie. So moving forward, I would list on my
rookie year, the number of tights you bought drinking White Claws. That's got to be high up there.
That is true. I did get intoxicated that first year and buy a bunch of tights, some of which I still have, but I should probably sell them off to some other schlub.
Perch can always use it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you made your comeback now, so I think you should wear them.
I should do one last dance with all the tights that I have.
Yeah,
I mean, way too many.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Jack Spade match where he took off like 10 shirts. If you can figure a way to take off like 10 tights in a match, I'm all for it.
Yeah, maybe my opponent could rip off my tights and there's more tights underneath.
I'm here.
I guess non my rookie year, I have two other things written down. I would say number of seltzers consumed on show day. That's got to be up there. I won't mention whether it's before, during, or after, but yeah, that's a good number. And then my personal favorite, number of middle fingers received during the show. Probably my best stat. I've been wanting to post this picture of me, Ethan, and Mav, and it's like during our entrance, and just everyone around us has their middle finger pointed directly at us, and you know, they're the real VIP or the real MVPs, and yeah, I guess we're good at that for what it's worth.
Yeah. Hey, a good stat is a good stat. Doesn't matter what the stat is.
Yeah, that's all I got on my card.
Doc, what are your stats?
All right. So I think first, obviously, it would have to be heads kicked in. I'm very good at that. I think another one would have to be spinneroonies per match. Yeah. You know, the whole motion of my drop kick to the spinneroonie is worthy of being a stat on a rookie card. This one for Bruiser, Modelo's drank at a show. If we're gonna put our drinking stats up,
nice.
He will always hate me for drinking it, but I will always drink it because it is good to me. Nothing like cold Modelo after kicking people's faces in. And you know, I would have it on there, but it would just be a question mark. Got to put the weight. Yeah. Got to have weight on there. It'd just be a question mark. Keep the mystery alive.
I dig it. I think for myself, my stats would be number one, how long my hair has grown from rookie year.
Truth. Yep.
It's here in professional wrestling, so we would have to take like a measurement of like since rookie year, his hair has grown 69 inches.
Yeah.
Which is accurate.
Number of times I've bought custom gear.
Yeah.
That is true.
Number of t-shirt designs I've decided to come out with in a matter of a month.
Yep.
Which is also 69.
We're on 69s around here. Number of times I got told to take off that stupid hat.
Which might be 690.
420. Who's counting? And last but not least, like a number of times I've been fired from ICW.
Yep.
No, that's all jokes. I love ICW, but definitely got fired a couple of times, like rookie year by not knowing I was booked and getting booked somewhere else because I didn't check Facebook.
Yep, I remember that.
So yeah, that would be my stats.
Nice.
And before I randomly think of a question, Bex, do you have a segment where you still review seltzers?
If I can right now, yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say, or do you have a seltzer you would like to talk about?
Sure. So the one that I'm drinking right now, it's called Vista Bay Lemonade. It's by it's actually from Aldi. So get this, a 12-pack is $11.99, and they're all pretty good. This one is black cherry lemonade. I would rate it 8 out of 10. It gets the job done. Solid black cherry flavor and downright delicious.
Yep, can't go wrong with black cherry. I have some black cherry ice cream in my fridge.
Oh yeah, very good.
Yes, sir.
I probably missed this before I came on, but did you guys talk about war games and like how that went. I mean, I
Yeah,
watched.
yeah. I mean, if you have any opinions on it, you are more than welcome to voice them.
So I love the match. So traditionally, I don't love war games because it's kind of a tease and it takes a while. But I thought it was well done. I thought the surprises were good, and like the out of ring of what I saw was fun. What do you guys think, or how'd you feel about all of it?
I couldn't be more, I guess, satisfied with it. I don't know how I could be more satisfied with it. It was everything came together perfectly.
I mean, I had ideas that I wanted to do, and I was able to get like kind of like show out and show people new things that like maybe they haven't seen me do before. The chair thing with Fletch is something I thought definitely got a good reaction. So I definitely thought we had a good shining out there.
Was it satisfying putting down Fletch Malone the way you did?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
until you slapped the cage in my face.
You know, since you've been gone, Fletch has definitely, I guess, taken your place as one of my favorite people to kick in the head.
I earned that title, but
Or,
I don't know if I'm
or give a very nice overhand chop.
Oh yeah, you're one of the best about that.
So really enjoy. His chest makes a good sound.
Yes, sir.
Did you? And I'm sorry, Fletch. You're probably listening. Did you see his chops on Colucci at all during that match?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, a classic C-.
Yes. Very if his chop
on the board like a D plus C minus, like is he like did he just get over that hill?
not even if his chops were like a sandwich topping, what's below mayonnaise?
Light mayonnaise.
Yeah. That's what his chops were.
Yeah, the crowd was giving him the business on some of those chops.
Respectably as they should. You don't come to Wisconsin with that shit.
Yeah, and you know better than anyone, given strikes, fucking those chops got to be on point, man.
Yeah.
And I suck at chops, so I know. But yeah, you gotta lay it in.
Yep, bro. Wisconsin fans don't play if you going to chop.
Dude, if you give a chop and like you disappoint, it's like hard.
It's one of the worst feelings in the world.
Like one of my first matches outside of the state was at Lucha. I worked Mav, and like Mav gave me a couple of chops at the time. Like I was garbage him, and I gave him one, and like the crowd was like, "Really?" Like it was god awful.
Yeah, if you give a bad chop out here, the crowd will definitely let you know.
Oh, we learned that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes chops are all we have left to, believability. Yeah, fucking. I'll still remember Marche chopping the shit out of Mav so hard.
Dude.
Like I was concerned for my friend's life.
I was before COVID, I was like hanging out with Mario and we would go to the gym a lot. And Mario was telling me a story about a Marche chop. And I forgot where he was working Marche, but he was like, dude, I was in the corner and Marche gave me a chop. And he's like, and my soul came out my body. I watched me get chopped, and Marche grabbed my soul, put it back in the body, and said, don't worry, baby, I'll take care of you. Like,
you do a good Mario. That's pretty good.
Thanks, dude.
Well, while we're on the topic, who was the hardest chopper y'all ever experienced?
Well, yeah, let's make that the question of the night because I haven't got one.
All right, we can make that the question of the night.
Hey, I am back, I guess. Shit.
It depends. What do you consider hard? So,
what's a chop that you took and like right when you took it, you're like, oh God, I'm covering up. Like I don't want this.
Nobody like that.
Something where like, or like a shock factor, like where you got hit and you're like, oh, something like that just caught you.
Dis I guess the first time would have been that we wrestled. First or
In
second
your debut
time.
match?
Yeah, my debut match. Yep. Yep. Yeah. And that's where I learned some good sells from chops to protect myself. So that's the thing. It's weird. So this is like tear skin. So like if I'm wrestling this, I know showers are gonna hurt.
Yep.
Bruiser, Matt, his have like base. Like,
Yeah, they're thumps.
Yeah, like I feel his throughout my whole body.
Yep.
Max doesn't give chops by himself. He does a chop like forearm combo. And both of those hurt, but you don't have but you're just getting beat up from a lot of places, so you don't have time to register the chop. It's just ow, all of this hurts.
I want to say for me, sorry, go on. You're going still?
No, I would say those are my top three. Because I can't pick one.
For me, I took a chop from Joey Avalon and it just kind of caught me off. Like I remember working him at UTL and the first chop he gave me, I was like, oh, like, you know, like it was just like one of those, like, you know, it's coming, but it was just one of those, like, oh, like it came harder than you expected it to come.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like such a badass outlaw. I don't expect to get hit like that, you know. No, I'm just kidding. But of course, for me, probably the hardest chops I've ever got was Cahagas at State Fair.
I've heard stories of Cahagas.
And I took about 69 chops.
Yeah.
My chest. I remember just really like every chop. Like he put me in the corner, tied my arms, and just gave me 20 right there.
I remember that.
And Beal threw the shit out of me. And I like took that moment to roll out the ring. I was like, all right, let's breathe for a moment.
Yep. But
then,
that's the thing though, like people who are good at chops, they'll teach you how to sell because you'll sell fucking away.
Yeah. And I remember after that match, I went in the locker room and Lou's like, oh, it didn't look like you're hurt. And I was like, go tell him that. Go tell Cahagas, like, chops suck. Because, like, he was like, yeah, it didn't look like you hurt that bad. I'm like, I just took, like, over 60 of these. And each, like, I feel like sometimes when you take multiple chops, like, you start getting that numbing sensation where you're like, all right, like, the feeling goes away a little.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Like, every chop was,
I felt all 69 of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Chops are that's still one of the, I guess, realest things in wrestling.
and don't chop people in the back. That's a dick move.
Yeah. Chicago style wrestling, the first Rumble I was at.
That's a great transition because if we're doing a top three, I mean, I'll start with honorable mention, like any big guy like Roadhouse, James Vincent, Brandon Blades, like they can chop the shit out of you and they do, like, willingly. Yeah, I would say number three for me, Mysterious Movado hit me with like the 20 chop thing in the corner. That sucked. I don't think we called that. And it happened.
I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, it just happened and it just wouldn't stop.
If we had talked about this, I would have said no.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say number two is Bruiser, just because we did him in camp, and then I've worked him enough times where he just punished me so much. Y'all know that pain.
Yep.
And because Zach, you mentioned the back chop, to this day, the hardest body chop thump in my life was Brian Melotis. There was a spot where
the Dousman show where you and Chuck got fucked.
You already know where I'm going, man. So we're working the bouncers, and I grabbed 2 beers from them, and I pour them out in the garbage. Literally didn't know he was coming. Just double hand chopped me in the back, and I mean, soul left my body is an understatement. Like, I think I just like was dead for like an hour, but then continued to wrestle.
Don't know how the match went.
I just didn't breathe for a long time.
Who the fuck needs oxygen?
No, and then I think we almost won, but no, they beat the shit out of us.
You guys are close.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. We almost beat them.
But I'm gonna give one more mention because I didn't give a third one, but like I think we all can attest to this. Jay Manning has a great chop.
Manny
Yeah,
has
that
a good one.
fucker.
Yeah, Manny's got a good one.
Manny always gets a good reaction anytime he chops a guy. Like he always has good sound. It always fucking hurts. And he
Yeah,
always like,
Manny's a
Keeps the
good one.
crowd up too.
yeah, and then he's always like, take another. And you're like, fuck you.
Like, so
Asshole.
here's like that's where like it becomes a problem with like me and him because I'm not gonna back down.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna.
That's
back
what makes
down,
it
but
good.
it's like,
Yeah, it makes it good for the fans, but it makes it terrible for me later.
yeah, like I'm not backing down. I'm not saying that. Just like when he gives you one, you give one. You're like, you realize you're in a standoff on chops.
Yeah.
Not like I know I give good ones, but it's like
No,
You
but
don't
here's, like
you don't
there are
want
still
someone
like
giving
some
you
people
chops
where
and
you know there are
they're
some
good too.
people that give you good chops and you're like it's not worth battling or this isn't the place to battle it out. With Manny, it's always the place to battle it out, and that's the problem.
Yeah, no matter where you're at, it's like I think it's good because like we all train together, so it's like no,
Yeah, so that's probably part of it.
That's when I go to one of my boys to spit White Claw in his face.
Yeah, we don't have that gimmick, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm backing down after chop 3. So
Dude, Sean, I was with Sean. We were on our way to a show up north, and Sean was working on Marche, and Sean was like, "I'm going chop for chop with him," and so I was watching. Sean gave Marche the first one. Marche gave Sean one. Sean gave him the second one. Marche gave him the second one. Sean lines up, and then just crumbled like fuck this. I mean, like,
dude, Marche is just a large human being.
Yeah. The thing, I will go chop for chop with Marche. I'll go drop kick for drop kick with Marche, not chop for chop.
when we had remember Chicago style the 6-man tag, and we were like warming up, about to get ready to go out. We hear a huge. It sounded like freaking dynamite just hit the ground.
Yeah.
Chopped one of the guys.
Yeah, just the thump, man.
Yeah. He's got bass and treble.
He does. He does. A lot of bass.
Yeah. That's what y'all get. Understand. If nobody's got anything else to add, I think we can just go ahead and take it home.
I'll do one more. Wisconsin Dells might have the best Belgian waffles on the planet. So
we might go somewhere this weekend when you're here. That reminded me.
No, I'm talking about we went to like there's a place outside the Dells for breakfast. Me, Val, Jack, and Luke. Just like a little like it was like randomly hidden, but like we went in there, got the Belgian waffle breakfast thing, and they had this sweet butter on it, and God, it was probably the best Belgian waffle I've ever had. And
What's it called?
Val, what's that place called that we went for the Belgian waffles? Winter Green Pancake House or something like that. It was like it's like right if you're like by the Kalahari across the street, it's like behind that McDonald's and all that. But it's like a white building, has like a green awning and all that on there. Really like small. It's like it kind of has that mom and pop feel to it. But yeah, everyone at our table got Belgian waffles, and like they did not disappoint.
Nice. Okay. I grew up in that area, so I don't know it though.
Yeah, I had to put over the waffles because our podcast is all about waffles.
Yeah, without Perch, we didn't go waffles, take it home podcast. Everybody's got a place here.
Did we not have Perch or Gunner or anybody?
Nope. We didn't get Gunner talking about his BCW heritage win. We didn't get Perch.
Man, what a tease.
But don't worry, those are two I guess preview for the fans next week. We will definitely talk about those two's weekends because they had big weekends this past weekend. So we will definitely talk about those.
They did.
Yep, it was a good weekend for both of those guys. So
tune in next week. And right now, like, subscribe, and we're taking it home.
Yep. Y'all be easy. One.
Peace H.
Oh, Winter Grill.